A U.S. Air Force wing has ordered its personnel to lock up their pistols. They are pausing the use of M18 handguns following the death of an airman at a Wyoming base.
King 5 investigator Chris Ingalls has reported extensively on this gun in his series Shooting from the Hip. Chris is here now with the latest. Chris?
Yeah, Greg and Jessica, there's a lot happening this week here in Washington and across the country related to our series, Shooting from the Hip. Critics say the Sig Sauer M18 handgun and its civilian variant, the P320, can fire on their own. And tonight we start with questions about whether that might have cost a young service member his life. They fight our battles overseas. We don't expect them to die suddenly here at home. But that's what happened on Warren Air Base in Wyoming this Sunday. 21-year-old Airman Braden Lovin died of a gunshot wound. In a press release today, Air Force Global Strike Command said the incident involved a firearm discharge that is currently under investigation. But most telling was this directive earlier in the week. All personnel in Air Force Global Strike Command will pause the use of the M18 for safety investigations. So far, the ban isn't Air Force-wide. It affects only Global Strike Command, responsible for the nation's nuclear weapons. Its personnel will carry M4 rifles when needed. The civilian version of Sig Sauer's M18 is the P320 handgun, the only difference being the P320 does not have an external safety switch. In March, Washington's Criminal Justice Training Commission, which trains all police recruits in the state, banned the P320 after reports of uncommanded discharges here in Washington and across the country. A common police weapon, some of these incidents were captured on video.
So we will no longer have that firearm on our campus. It could hurt someone, it could kill someone, and we are very concerned about keeping our officers and our instructors safe.
Now, the gun's manufacturer, Sig Sauer, has turned both barrels on the Academy's ban. Last month, Sig quietly filed this lawsuit in Thurston County Court, seeking an order that reverses the ban, and even bars the Training Academy's executive director from making public statements about the P320.
I've carried several types of guns. I know how to handle guns. I did not do this to myself. This gun malfunctioned and it fired while still in the holster.
Sig Sauer faces legal troubles of its own, the latest coming from a veteran Houston police officer who today sued the gun maker, saying his P320 fired from the holster into his leg. This interview was supplied by his Texas law firm, Hardin and Associates.
I remember this when I was laying in the driver's seat of my police car, bleeding. They were putting tourniquets on me. And I think I said something like, you know, this is the way I'm going to get shot.
He couldn't believe he was shot by his own gun. In a Facebook post, Sig Sauer gives its sympathies to the service members at Warren and the Airman Lovin's family and said it's offered its assistance to the Air Force to investigate whatever happened here. Sig has said over and over that this gun cannot fire without someone or something pulling the trigger.
Chris, I want to ask you about that lawsuit here against the Washington Police Academy. What is the next step there?
Yeah, so they've filed suit, and a Thurston County judge has scheduled a hearing for next week. So we may hear from the company's lawyers and the Training Commission's rebuttal coming up very soon. We'll follow up on that, of course.
One thing after the next with this, all right?
Yeah.
Chris, thank you. And you can revisit Chris's past reporting in his series Shooting from the Hip. It's streaming right now on King 5 Plus. You can find it right on the home screen. Download the King 5 Plus app on your TV and you can watch for free.